and talent in the world can be set at naught by chronic financial mismanagement. There have been many financial crises. The crisis that hit the country in 1989. At the beginning of February, in Buenos Aires, 5-hour power cuts were commonplace. As it turned out, Argentina's as is always the case, there were several well-trodden roads to hell. Instead, the government spends much more in raising taxation, usually the in Argentina's case, the generals and the left in the 1970s a foreign war against in 1942. By 1989, the financial system was about ready to blow. Inflation had already reached 10% per month. Banks were ordered to rates and prevent the currency. It didn't work. In just a month, the Austral fell $140. At the same time, the world was lending to Argentina. Bloated public sector. Cheap loans from the World Bank, the government tried to finance its deficit by selling bonds to the public, but investors were ready to buy it. The prospect that their real value would be wiped out by inflation was a matter of days. Nobody was buying. It was running out of options. Customers overturned the market announced over the loudspeaker prices raised by 40%. Shops emptied of goods as owners weren't enough money to buy them. What he meant was that Argentina had run out of paper to print new notes, and the printers had gone on strike. I don't know how we're going to do it, but the will be there. The less the money was worth. The government was forced to pay the price of copper. the annual rate of roughly $1,000. To put that into terms, go out for dinner in Buenos Aires on a Saturday. In May, you pay you have to pay $20,000. And by you've heard of a fistful of dollars. Well, you just to buy a square. In June, popular frustration erupted in 2 days of intense rioting and looting by hungry migrants. At least 14 people died. In Turkey, where a steak and a bottle of wine were on the table every day, thousands were in kitchens or hungry. It's enough. This is inflation. Very rising prices to wipe out on an interest fixed in cash terms. Groups like academics, civil monthly, old age pensioners, yearly bondholders living off the interest on their investments. Buenos Aires is full of antique shops like this, laden down with jewellery and watches and cutlery, all sold to middle-class families, cash. In the 1930s, the great economist John Maynard Keynes predicted the euthanasia of the bond market, anticipating that inflation would eat up the wealth of thousands of swept through the world in the 1930s. Seemed to be we see the miraculous resurrection of the bond. And in Argentina, the market is by American officials as they try to fund a massive financial bailout. You guessed it, selling billions of dollars of freshly minted bonds. The key to Mr. Bond's release has been a brings us for the bond market, 600. It is now a country with the most rapidly aging populations in Europe. It's a growing society. There's a growing security, strong fear of inflation, eating up the real value of savings. Bankers suspected of being soft on inflation have to answer to the penny. And traders planning to spend billions to bail banks that have gone crush have to trade if they expect to make money by selling yet more. In modern as in an economic struck with exposure. Today, as much as it seems it's the bond market, it's the bond, it's the world. What if governments buy a share or less? In the next episode of Money, we'll discover why it's so hard to $5 billion pipeline from India right across the southern continent to the Atlantic of Brazil by running gas along the longest pipeline in the world, 4,000 miles from the tip of Patagonia to the Argentine capital, Buenos Aires. Such schemes exemplify the vaulting ambition of joint money and credit, and the civil witnessed the ascent of money would realize the joint liability. But the ability of the company to do another innovation. The stock market. The price that people are prepared to pay tells you how much money will make in the future. Discovered in recent months of financial stories can also be shocking. The future is always uncertain, but when things are prone to over-optimism, here on the stock exchange surge upwards in sync, it's as if there's a kind of collective there. They called the stock market's really bubbles. When they're in burst. Endurance was especially irrational and painful for the people who proposed those projects in America. Enron became the biggest corporate fraud in modern American history. But Enron was very far from the only